I'm Bethany Anderson of Bethany Heals, and if life's been lifing lately, then you found me just in time. This is a pause, a permission slip to just be. And before we begin, let me remind you, your healing isn't on a timeline. Around here, we don't hustle our healing, we honor it. Trust that your intuition brought you here for a reason. So let's drop into our next archive episode. Hello, loves, and welcome to archive episode number 4 here on Life.ing. I woke up this morning. It is New Year's Day, and I just wanted to hit record. I've been laying here. I'm actually in my bed right now. And just got inspired to speak to some different insights that's come up for me lately as I reflect upon the past year and really just what 2026 is asking of me and of you. I woke up this morning and realized as I was talking to my best friends about their intentions and their goals for 2026 that I don't really have many concrete intentions or goals in mind. I have an idea of what I want to experience and how I want to show up, but this year just feels different. I told them that I was going to set some intentions while I'm in Finland for my residency. And then I was sitting here thinking, my residency. I'm going to be in Finland for a month in March. Oh my gosh, I leave next month. And I just went down a miniature spiral of, oh my gosh, what do I even pack? What am I doing? What do I have planned? What do I expect? How am I going to show up? I reached out to my dear friend Sue, who was the one that actually sent me the information about this residency. And she was like, Bethany, you have to go for it. And well, actually, she posted it in her stories and I reached out to her about it. And she was like, you need to absolutely apply for this. And I was like, okay, done. I'm going to do it. I got in. I'm so excited. This is a residency that I'll talk about later once we get a little bit closer, but it's going to be a time of disconnection from the outside world and an invitation to deeply connect with myself. And I was thinking about what she told me this morning as I sent her a voice note freaking out about what to expect, because she actually leaves to the same residency tomorrow. And she had the simplest answer. Don't expect anything. Come into this with an open mind. It will surprise you. And my Virgo rising self was like, Sue, in what world am I showing up without a plan, without some type of structure or idea in mind? But it really made me think about how I'm feeling about this year and why it's been so challenging for me to create like a solid vision or plan for what I want to step into next. And I don't think I'm supposed to know. And I'm kind of okay with that. When I was thinking about this past year, I was grounding myself and really just setting my space before coming on the mic with you right now. And I was looking at the energy of 2025 and I asked my higher self really, what was my biggest lesson to take away from the year? And my biggest lesson was learning how to listen to myself again. You know, I held on so tightly to what was familiar and safe for so long. And making that decision to listen to my intuition and to move to a new state and to step away from everything that I knew felt so exciting and thrilling and so scary. But something deep down in me told me, Bethany, you have to do this. You have to go. And although it didn't unfold according to plan, you know, as they say, God laughs when you make plans. I couldn't be afraid to let go of everything that I knew and to everything that I was. I just had this deep feeling, this deep knowing that there was something more for me, that there was something here for me, and I had to take that leap. And as I look into my own guidance for my own year ahead, I just finished delivering the last Clarity Codes reading, year ahead reading for 2026 for one of my clients. And I finally did a Clarity Codes reading for myself. And when I dived into all the energies and the messages and the guidance for my career, for my relationships, and for myself, the biggest message that I saw was that this is kind of a tower year for me. I thought last year was a tower moment, the big upheaval, the overhaul of my entire life. But I have a feeling that that was just the beginning. I think there's going to be some big changes coming my way. And I think that's also why I don't have a desire or push to create some clear or concrete plans or goals for myself this year. I think the message that Sue gave me about trusting the process is my guidance for this year, is my intention for this year, is allowing things to unfold as they're meant to, and trusting the process. It's okay to be in the unknown sometimes. And I think that when we find ourselves in these liminal spaces where, because we've made such huge decisions in our lives, we have to be okay with not knowing how the path unfolds. And a big part of that with being in the unknown is facing a lot of challenges and obstacles because we're not expecting what's coming our way. But if there's one message I could give to myself for this coming year is when those tower moments come up, because they will, that's just life. Challenges come up sometime. We have to face obstacles in our lives. I want to remember all that I made it through last year, how I still found so much beauty in those hard and challenging times, how I still found moments of light and joy and inspiration and connection through my pain. We have to be okay with holding both. The heaviness, the weight, the darkness, the pain, and also the light and the joy and the love and the community and the connection. We can have and hold both. How can you see your life every day as something that's more important than the bigger picture of it all? How can we bring it back down to the basics and the simplicity of just being present in our day-to-day lives this year? Because that is where we make our most aligned decisions from being completely present in the here and now. I wanted to take a moment to tap into the energy for the collective for 2026, for you. What is the energy that we are stepping into as a whole, and how can we show up for ourselves in 2026? If you've been feeling lost or overwhelmed or weighed down by your day-to-day life, then my one-to-one sessions are made for you. I love being able to connect with you within this private experience, whether it's my 1-hour session in the mirror or my 30-minute drop in the threshold. This is our opportunity to find out what's getting in the way of the movement that you're seeking or craving in your life, and really tuning into your inner truths so you can show up within your life knowing what is best and meant for you, and we can work through shifting the energies that are getting in the way of your most aligned path. You can book your session and get more details in the show notes below. And after I was looking into the energy for this coming year, I got the guidance that this is a year to really push ourselves in a new and uncomfortable way. We're being invited to take action on our dreams and our goals and our desires. We're being called to make some tough decisions in our life. You really have to go for what you want. There's no more pussyfooting around, okay? There's no more wavering. There's no more sitting on the edge of where we are. We're really being invited to take the leap, each of you in your own individual, unique, and special way. And when I think about taking the leap last year and where I'm at now, I think that the biggest invitation that I can give to you for taking some aligned action in your life this year is to be vulnerable, to really get honest with yourself about what you want in this coming year, because we're opening up a whole new book. This isn't a new chapter of 2026. This is a whole new book. How do you want to show up for yourself this year? When we are being asked to get really vulnerable and honest with our deepest desires that we have for ourselves, you really have to focus all of your energy and your intention into loving yourself, all parts of yourself. The selfish parts, the shameful parts, the deeply loving and considerate and nurturing and caring parts of ourselves, the scary, anxious parts of ourselves, they're all pieces of you, and they're all parts of your story. And they're all hints and nudges to help guide you to the next step that you're meant to take. And when you are really intentional with loving every part of yourself, this is how you're able to make authentic, aligned decisions in your life. This is how you start to be true to who you are at your core. And it's not easy. It's scary. And it can be a really unsettling feeling to look at all these different parts of yourself, but it's necessary, especially in a year where we're being invited and asked and pushed to take action on our dreams. So I invite you, instead of jumping into making the goals and the intentions and the vision boards right now, to just take a moment to sit with yourself and get really honest and clear about what it is that you actually want. Because when you start to realize what you're going to have to do, the decisions that you're going to have to make to get you to where you want to be, you're going to be asked to let go. And sometimes it's letting go of things that we're not ready to let go of relationships, of jobs, of old dreams that just don't fit anymore. But when you let go, that is when the doors open. That is when the aligned opportunities, the connections, and the life that is actually meant for you starts to open up for you. This is that mirror moment when you start to co-create with a divine life that's meant for you, when you start to co-create with Source, Universe, God. This is this threshold moment that we're stepping into. And so as I sit here in my bed on the first day of 2026, I invite you to take this time to reflect upon what you're going to need to do for yourself this year to help you feel the most aligned and centered and grounded in your life so you can show up fully. I have been really inspired lately on what that looks like within my community here at Bethany Heals. And I was thinking about all of the different rituals and practices that I really stuck with and tapped into deeply last year to help me feel centered through all of the chaos and through the unknown and through the beautiful moments. And I thought about what that could look like for you and how you can start to incorporate the same rituals and practices that helped me take the leap and to live such an aligned and connected life to myself this year. And I'm so excited because I've got something in the works. You know, my Virgo rising self may not be comfortable with sitting in the unknown and letting life unfold. I love to create the structures and the pathways to your most aligned life. And I'm so excited for what I'm creating next, because this is going to be that divine offering that meets you in the middle of the two. So we are deep underway in this beautiful second season of Life.ing. I have been connecting and recording with some amazing guests for this season. I'm so excited for what's to come. I'm so excited for this Sunday service monthly series with Natasha. Our first episode last week was so amazing. I had so much fun recording with her, and I'm just looking forward to continuing to show up for you in this coming year in the ways that matter most, in the ways that are going to best support you most. And as I close out this episode with the energies of this year, I just want to remind you that there is no rush. There is only one timeline that matters, and that's yours. Don't let all of the outside noise and distractions and social media and all of the content out there distract you from your truth, from what you are here to do, from what you are here to bring into the world, into your life, into your relationships. You have so much more to give. And this is just the beginning. So I'm sending you so much love. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe to Life Be Life.ing. Every one of you listening means so much to me and continues to inspire me to show up for you. I cannot wait to connect with you in our next episode.